più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo.
So demonstrate for me that it's curved then, Jeremy, because that's what you're claiming.
Well, look at a photo from space. You'll see the water curving. There's a demonstration of it.
Is your reasoning, Jeremy, that you accept photographs or images of things to be taken as fact?
Is it your reasoning that you reject all photographs as false just because they're photographs?
Oh, as long as it can be demonstrated. So
what does that mean?
Jeremy's opening up a can of
Okay,
worms.
so when you say it, as long as it can be demonstrated, when you say, hang on, when you say,
I was speaking before you.
All right, go ahead.
You butted in.
I didn't. I asked you a question, you answered it, and then I responded to your answer.
Your reasoning is an image on a two-dimensional screen.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Where have you seen the globe Earth in 3 dimensions, Jeremy?
Oh, a model of a globe. But let's get back to your reasoning. Let's get back to.
Oh, you fucking numpty.
Right. This is just ad hominems, isn't it? It's just abuse. I haven't done this to you. Although you've repeatedly told me that I haven't. So let's get back to your reasoning.
Where's your 3D model of the globe Earth?
Do you reject? Do you reject?
3D model of the globe Earth? Where is it, you fucking liar?
Why are you still talking? I'll let you talk. Why are you trying to block me out? Why do you need to stop me, Del?
Where's your 3D model of a globe Earth? You just claimed it. Where is it?
Right.
Where's your 3D model of a globe Earth?
No, we're answering your question.
You just claimed you've got a 3D model. You said no two-dimensional, you've got a 3D model.
Right, any globe, anywhere, Del. Have you never seen a globe? That's a 3D model of the Earth. Now, Del, I'm going to have to mute you if you keep doing this.
Plastic one.
Are we having a conversation or not?
Plastic model, Jeremy.
Yes, a plastic. Well, it could be made out of different substances. Does that make a difference? Is a model irrelevant if it's made out of certain substances? Is that your reasoning? We should reject things depending on what substance they're made from.
Jeremy, there's a difference between true scale modelling and toys. Is it a true scale model or is it a toy?
It's a true scale model within certain parameters.
Of plastic, so is a globe Earth new plastic?
Does the material that the model is made from, is that relevant to the accuracy or the relevance of the model?
That's what a true scale model is, Jeremy. It's a true scale model, a true representation.
Well, what does that mean? How does the globe not qualify as a true thing?
Because it's not a true scale model, it's a plastic.
How is it not a true scale model?
Well, is it made of earth, water, and all that stuff?
Ah, right. So a model has to be made of the stuff that the thing it's modelling is made from. Is that your delusional, idiotic idea?
I'm clarifying it for you, Jeremy. A true scale model has to be an accurate representation of the thing. That's why it's called a true scale model.
Right, does accurate representation mean has to be made from exactly the same substances in exactly the same quantity? Is that what you think model means, you moron?
No, that's what true scale modelling means.
Okay, well, I've never heard of true scale modelling. Do you have any reference to it? Is it just another catchphrase that you've invented?
Oh, go and look at it.
Can you give me an example of a true scale model?
True, then no scale model of anything exists.
Right. Can you give me an example of a true scale model?
Loads of things in construction and engineering.
Can you name one? Can you name a specific one that I can look up and check if it's a true scale model?
Jeremy, I don't need to give you any specific.
Yes, you do. You've made the claim that you're rejecting this on the basis that it's not a true scale model, and yet you're not able to name a true scale model. That's because there's no such thing as a true scale model. That's because you made up true scale model as just another way of deluding yourself and continuing your willful ignorance. Now let's get back to your rejection of photographs. Do you reject all photographs just because they're photographs?
If I can just finish up on the true scale model once Jeremy said he's fucking
Do you have an example of one?
Once he's triggered.
Do you have an example of a true scale model? That's where we left off. If you want to return to that, you're producing for us an example of a true scale model. Away you go.
So if anybody wants to check out how we deal with things like constructing dams, or even if you want to check out how we deal with...
So you don't have any... So a model of a dam construction is made of exactly the same materials as the dam. You liar. You liar. Stop lying now.
I'm trying to get to the point, and Jeremy's triggered because he's...
You're trying to lie. You're trying to lie and pretend
Jeremy's
the model is made of the exact material.
Lying little scumbag. Listen to him.
Continue with the lie, Del. Go on, keep lying.
Let me finish. See, this is the whole point. I will never engage with you fucks ever again because this is how you operate. Now, let me finish what I'm fucking saying, you ignorant little fucking gimpy fuck. Okay? See, in reality, Jeremy, I would slap fuck right out you, son.
Oh, pretty good. And the earth's definitely flat, Del. If you can hit me and it will hurt, that will definitely make your delusional nonsense true.
See through men.
Don't you dare threaten me with violence.
Real rational men would never dream of speaking to each other like this in reality, Jeremy. You're just hiding behind a fucking piece.
You just threatened me with violence. Don't you dare talk about being rational. You idiots.
Telling lies, Jeremy.
To beat me up. Don't you dare talk about being rational.
Jeremy, if you spoke to me like that in reality, I would bitch slap the fuck right out you, son. That's just a reality.
This is reality, fuckwit.
It's not a threat, it's a fact, Jeremy.
I'm saying it now, fuckwit. We're in reality.
Jeremy, would you speak to me like that to my face?
Yes.
Well, hold on for a second. The shit you've been saying, would you talk like the way you've been talking to other people to their face?
Your model point, please.
Yeah, go on.
Before you fucking interrupted, you ignorant little shit stain. So, if anybody wants to check it out, how we deal with things like flood prevention and how we would deal in these types of things, there's been constructs done of true scale models of areas of land.
Did they make them out of dirt?
Name one. Give us the reference to one. They make them out of sand and stuff like that, so they can see the erosion effects quickly. You're lying.
There's one in particular that was done in a hall. It was like a basketball court where they had the layout of an area of land. They filled it with water. I mean, we even have things like the military utilises things like that where they build true scale models of ships. They fill, large tanks of water. They see how...
And they don't make them out of all the stuff that the actual ship's made from. They don't have some, pieces of pork inside to represent the people that will be on the ship. They don't do any of the things that you say you demand for a model to be a true scale model. You're full of shit, you liar.
Jeremy, they utilise real water, right? And
doesn't matter. Your demand is that the whole thing is a true scale model, including the ship. It has to be made out of exactly the same materials as the real ship. It has to have all the stuff on it. It would have to have scaled down ammunition, scaled down bed sheets, scaled down bits of paper. It would have to have all of that to meet your demands for a true scale model. If you shut up for a minute, you might learn something, you moron.
Jeremy's straw manning because he's a wee fucking wee man syndrome spastic because he's been bullied.
Okay, so for your true scale model, things actually can be different. They don't have to be the actual materials of the actual thing. But for my scale model, they have to be the exact materials in the exact composition and quantity. That's what you're telling me now, is it?
The true scale model thing that we're referencing is a portion of the Earth. This is where Jeremy's running away and rabbiting on like a fucking lunatic. The true scale model is the portion of the Earth. That's what's relevant. We're talking about a section of Earth with actual water, real substances. New Jeremy's rattling on about materials of ships and stuff like that. Because he didn't comprehend.
You said that. You brought that into the conversation. I asked you for an example of a true scale model. You started talking about ships, not me, liar.
I'm talking about the...
You don't even know what you're saying, do you?